morning, cadre. Join me, if you will, for a little breakfast in the shave. So, my whole family was amused this morning when got an early package delivery. Some delicious muffins from Dave in Kentucky. So let's say this is a very luxurious shave, shall we? Kick back. Relax with me, if you will, cadre. This morning will be the first run of one of the new Paladins I got for Christmas. Look at that gorgeous thing. One thing I haven't looked up is there's like hieroglyphics on the back, so if anybody knows what that's about, please let me know. 26mm knot. And then the soap I'll be attempting to use, it's kind of like we're operating without a net here, folks. It was sent to me by Bruce of the Cadre, very kind and generous of him, unsolicited. Queen Charlotte Unobtainium, they went out of business a couple of years ago. Interesting thing with this, I don't know if all their soaps were this way, but there's no, see it says Queen Charlotte, which is the name of the company. But nowhere on here is the name of this scent. So I get sandalwood and patchouli. So we'll call this hippie sandals will be my name for this soap. It's fairly hard, but you can see I did bust into it. I did bring a backup, an empty container that I could put it in if need be. I was able to get some kind of chipped off. So I'm, again, for the first time, let me take some of this bloom water here and see if it's a little bit, yeah, no, not much slickness to it, just a lot of hippies. There we go, there's a little bit of slickness. So what I did that I've never done before is squish it on the side of my bowl there, and then I bloomed this while I was in the shower. I've never bloomed a hard soap in my bowl. So we will see what becomes of this. I'm sure I could find a backup soap or two to use if this is a complete disaster. But we seem to be making some progress. It's a good muffin, Dave. Thank your wife for me. My parents and wife were out when I opened the box, and so when I busted out laughing and explained the story, they thought that was pretty cool. So I think the rest of the family is out at the table now eating some of the muffins for breakfast. You see, we got the brush looks pretty gooey. There's still quite a, I don't know, yeah, you can see there's quite a bit of actual soap that hasn't loaded on the side there, but we'll just add some water and see where this takes us. Sorry, I normally have my lathers made before starting the video, but obviously blooming during my shower did not allow that. Look at that, getting nice and thick. So I was just thinking, Billy, okay, well, so that's thick and nice for everybody else. We'll use it. Let's thin it down to where they're gonna say that, oh, that's Nurse Dave's too thin lather. We'll try this out though. I'm gonna resist adding more water. Now see, I think I should add a lot more water to this, but look at this. See, it's not dripping, droppy. It's gorgeous lather though. So something else. Most of you probably have seen one of these, but I gotta show it anyway, in case you haven't. This is what's called, I wonder what the official name is. People were just referred to it to the Psycho Razor, because there's a blade in here now. There's a feather blade. This is the third use. There's no way to get the blade out without the key. So this is kind of a Christmas present to myself. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure my delicate skin stays moist. Dave in Kentucky hooked me up with somebody that had a couple of these for sale. So I bought one with one of the original keys, which is harder to find. Told my wife the cool story about these things and how hard they are to get, and one of my regrets was I let one go on eBay for a decent price early in my shaving career. So I got this one. She said, "Oh, do I get to wrap that for you and put it under the tree?" And I think this was in early November maybe. So as soon as it came, I didn't get to see it, so I unwrapped it. So the way it works is the key goes up in here, and then that will open it up so you can put the blade in. One thing I like about this one is I'll hold the blade in there. It's got 4 little teeth. They're each on the corner to hold the blade in there steady. And then you'll screw it back down. And then the man will take this away, give this to somebody in jail or the crazy folk, and let them shave with it. So I made this comment on my journal, but you know, we take old razors and you know, kind of like to think about the history that they've had. Who's shaved with that thing? Where's it been? You know, who knows? Could have been just sitting in the back of somebody's drawer, mostly unused. Could have been found new in a box and didn't have a lot of history, or you know, who knows? It could have been part of some inpatient psych unit that somebody worked there ended up taking when it got shut down and used by multiple people with stories we'll never know about. Anyway, this is my third shave with this, third shave on a feather blade. The first shave I said was fairly mild. I did get BBS. It reminded me a lot of my pre-war tech razor. The second one I got a little bit of alum sting on the neck. But I was asked how I would compare this to the pre-war tech. I haven't used either one very much. I'd have to use the tech right after this, to tell you the truth, to compare them. But I actually think they are very similar. And right now, with my limited memory, I'd probably say this one maybe a touch more efficient, but that just could be because they're almost exactly the same, and I just have more recent experience with this. So the soap, I'm going to stick with hippie sandals. That's the kind of the scent we're getting. I'm going to add a little bit more water to this soap. It had tons of cushion. It didn't really have a lot of post-shave residual. But I should explain the reason that I was trying so hard to not put it in a container and soak the whole thing, not bloom the whole thing, and load from it is if I thought I could get some loose from the puck itself, then I kind of pass on the love, make a sample of it for our soap sample library over on the Shaving Cadre. So if somebody else is interested in trying it out, you can send in some samples and pick this as one of the ones you get back. Pardon me. No reason to rush the good things. So tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Have a special shave planned for that one. So if one of your favorite things is getting videos from me 2 days in a row, you're in luck again. If you don't want to watch videos of me 2 days in a row, please, tomorrow you can just comment, hey, great shave, Dave. I'll tell all my friends to watch. That's kind of what the expectation is, I think. So, getting a little stinging on the neck here. And with a little bit of burn yesterday, either my first guess is I'm just not I'm thinking of it as kind of a mildish razor, and not paying attention and of the angle that much, and not using any pressure here. But I don't, if I recall correctly, I think with the pre-war tech, I actually kind of felt the same thing, that it seemed it wasn't, what I guess we term that, it didn't have the efficiency, that there wasn't a lot of blade feel. It felt kind of like a mild razor, so you'd have to go over the same area a few more times. Then you look at that. I think if you look at the lather itself, sorry, I hyped on this last time. Look, that stuff just stands up, right? So that's the thick lather, right? I mean, I know Josh spends a lot more time whooping up his lather than I do, so let me whoop some more air in there too. But my point being is that it looks thin on the skin, and I'm wondering if, see, what I see KJ doing is just painting stuff like this, right? And I wonder if you get really light strokes, so you're not pushing it, and then I'll go through and I'll actually use some pressure. Oh, is that a little thicker? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just pointing out that even when it looks thin, it's when you examine the lather off the face by itself, it's a fairly thick lather. Anywho, excuse me, I'm feeling a little hungry. Man, this is life. We are just, I think, a few notches away from there being a soaking tub in the background with some spa music playing. And maybe a little eucalyptus essential oils in the air. Pardon me again. Makes you want to shave, doesn't it? You know, all those poor guys with the Mach 3s and the Gillette goo in the can in their showers. I suppose we all like to spend our time in different ways, but so yeah, I guess it's feeling just like there's a little irritation on the neck. So whether or not that was my fault or is it just that, I don't even know what you call that, a mild razor that still causes a little bit of irritation. It's not because it's too aggressive. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I was going over a spot a lot. That's could be one of the issues, is that it's so mild. You're going over a spot a lot more than you usually do to remove the hair. Sorry, so I'm down here rinsing, but I'm still talking to you. I noticed a lot of people, for their rinsing in between, and I know you hear the water, so I try to talk loud enough you don't hear that. You can still hear me above the water. But I noticed a lot of guys cut away during their cleanup. I don't know, let me know if that's too irritating. If you're like, why doesn't that dude rinse on his own time? Makes us listen to the water running. Yeah, see, that's more sting than yesterday. So I would have to say, for the Psycho razor, I do this all the time. Rinse alum, rinse the brush, rinse the bowl while the alum sits, and I talk to you. So the Psycho razor, definitely serviceable. Will get me a BBS. Doesn't feel too aggressive, but I think after a couple shaves in a row, it is just a bit much for my neck. So that's what we'll do. It'll be in the rotation. It's cool. I don't want that thing just to sit in a drawer as a collector's piece. I use the stuff I have, but it's also not going to be. Now see, I still got soap sticking in there, so that stuff I just have to scrape off with my thumbnail and get rid of that. Okay, so this is taking longer than normal, so I'll probably finish cleaning up my bowl here afterwards, but I want to get this alum off my face so it doesn't dry me out too much. So kind of the only thing I'm lacking in this shave, have somebody come in and warm up my coffee for me. Maybe we can work on that in the future shave. Whoa, there's lemon. All right, so I really don't know what scent I'm gonna be using today. I bet this video, where are we at? 18.5, that's plenty. I'll show you the cool 2-in-1 again. I still love it. So I'm gonna use this, finish up, brush my teeth, put on a beautiful scent. Anyway, I will see you all on the forums, and I'll see you all in video on camera tomorrow. Coming soon to you!